Hi, everybody. I hope you are doing very well today. Welcome back to the sewing room. If you see my last video, you know that I just recently celebrated my birthday, and so many of you sent birthday wishes. And I just want to say that I am so thankful, and I appreciate every single one of them. I read every single one of them, and it really means a lot. So if you haven't seen that video, which it's a little bit different than what I normally do, there is some sewing, the project that I was going to wear to my birthday party that I didn't finish, so it's still a work in progress now, but there is sewing of that in the video, as well as footage of my family and my birthday picnic and all of those things. So I know that's not for everybody, but if it is for you and you would like to see more of those kind of family things mixed in with the sewing, then I will leave a link to that video and feel free to check it out. For those of you who did watch, or those of you who did wish me a happy birthday, thank you so very much. Definitely appreciate it. But today we're in the sewing room and we're just gonna do sort of how we do our little catch up, but I also have some sewing patterns that I want to show you, as well as my new fabrics that I've picked up, current projects I'm working on, and next projects, next steps, that whole thing. So I really enjoy this style of video of being able to just catch up and let you know what's going on in the sewing room. So let's just get into it. So I want to start with talking about current projects because that won't take long. I am still working on the pink dress, the one with the buttons down the back. It's so very close to complete. I do not know why I have not finished it yet. I have been super busy. As you've seen in that video, it was Madra's birthday and my birthday back to back. So there was just a lot of going on. I've been working with the charity. There's just a lot going on. So I haven't finished that dress. I did, however, finally trace off the blouse pattern that goes under it. So that way I could do the mock-up of the blouse because I know it's going to need a full bust adjustment. So I did do that. I'm still currently hand sewing the insertion lace into the white dress that was supposed to be for my birthday. I did do a mock-up. All the pieces are cut out. It's just really the tedious part of sewing the insertion lace in because I wanted to do it by hand just to sort of have like a relaxing thing going on while I was a little bit under the weather a couple of weeks ago, which I'm still struggling with a little bit, but we're getting past it. I started that project because of that, and now I'm ready for it to be done, but it is much easier to sew the insertion lace in while the pieces are flat. These are the buttons I picked up for the lace insertion dress, so wanted to show you these. This dress is going to be beautiful whenever it is completed. Those are the two things that are currently going. However, I do have a collaboration that I'm doing with Haley, my friend from Haley Marie Vintage, where we both have the same fabric. So on our trip to Tuberville, which I'll link the video if you haven't seen, I'm sure most of you have at this point. So when we were on that trip, they were selling the fabric by the bolt, and it was really, inexpensive, but it costs more to get the fabric home on the plane than it did to buy the fabric. And then some of it where you just know you're not going to use 20 yards of something. So we split a lot of things and we have a lot of the same fabrics. And so we're doing a collaboration coming up where we're both supposed to make dresses from the same fabric, and that's due in a couple of days. I have not started, and so the two current projects are actually going on the back burner, and the next 2 days I'm going to be trying to pump out something so that way I don't let my friend down on the collab date that we agreed on. And so when I show you the patterns today, this video is going up today, the day I'm shooting it. I will be starting the collab with Haley, that project tomorrow. So if you watch this video today, please feel free to share with me in the comments what pattern you think would work for this fabric, or if you know of another pattern or a pattern that I have that you've wanted to see me use. I will show you the one that I'm kind of leaning towards. But first, I want to show you the fabric. This is the fabric. It's really, really pretty. It's a cotton, but more of a heavy weight. Not really sure what to call it, but it's very, very pretty. I love it. Not sure how many yards I have left. I'm thinking at least 3 or 4, and it seems pretty wide. Okay, so the funny thing about this is this. This is a house coat that I started with the fabric about 7 or 8 months ago. It is so almost done. It is literally probably 2 hours or less from being done. But I deleted the footage that I filmed when doing that because I just wasn't very proud of it. I was proud of the sewing, but of course when making videos, the filming is part of it too. And so when I did this, I was still very much figuring out my style of filming, and I didn't like it. I didn't think I was going to post it, and then I just never finished it, even though the work on this is pretty decent. Like, look at the lining of that collar. Like, I don't know what made me do that. And so my plan is to finish this today so I can wear it while making the whatever I make out of the fabric for the collab with Haley. So that is that. I don't know what we're going to do with that. So I do have a few more fabrics to show you. So this first fabric is a sweater one. I did post this on my community tab to see if you guys had any recommendations for a pattern. Got a few responses, but if you have any ideas about this, please feel free to let me know. It really has a lot of stretch to it. I haven't really worked with knits since I was making like clothes for Major because they were so stretchy and knit. So I haven't worked with something like this, but I just think this is so cute, and I have the cutest pair of boots that match it. And so I definitely want to make something with this, just not sure what. So if you have any suggestions for a pattern, please let me know. Also, I got some denim. Believe it or not, I have never worked with denim, and this was an embroidered denim with these flowers on there that I got for a really good deal. I'm thinking of making a skirt or some shorts or something that would be just like a staple piece that I can mix with different tops or whatever. So not sure. If you see any patterns today that you think I should use the denim for, feel free to let me know that as well. I have 2 more fabrics that I picked up, and I only got 3 yards of each of these. Joann was having a really good sale on their premium cottons, and so I'm thinking of just doing some blouses with these, or maybe some skirts that I could do with plain blouses. I'm not really sure, but they looked very, like, this one's like transitional into fall, and then this one to me is very fall. I don't know, like, when we start doing the fall things, it is still very warm here in Kentucky. I just had to buy more uniform shorts last night for my son because he didn't have very many, and I thought it would get us through until it was time for pants, but it's definitely not. We probably have like 3 more months of the heat, and so wasn't very sure when to start the fall things, but I think I'm going to start them soon just because it takes me so long to complete my projects. So probably the pink dress with the buttons down the back and the eyelet dress will probably be my like last summery projects. I do want to do like maybe a pair of shorts with the denim, but I don't necessarily consider that like summer because I will wear shorts with a sweatshirt, with a sweater, with boots or whatever. So I think that's very transitional. Picked me up some new scissors. I have the Fiskars sharpener, but for some reason it doesn't work that well all the time. I've tried expensive scissors, like really expensive scissors. I've tried the inexpensive ones. I've yet to find any that I'm super happy with. There was a pair that I had got off of Amazon for like $15 that I just loved, and then they just went dull, and that was that. So I picked up some scissors. And then I got a new marking pencil. Came with a sharpener and an eraser. So haven't tried this out before. Have any thoughts on these, let me know. And then if you have any good recommendations for scissors, let me know. So that's it for current projects. The Haley project that I need to get started on immediately. And no real plans for what's next after that. So we're going to get into the patterns, and if you have any suggestions on what you think should come next or what to put with any of the fabrics that I showed you or what you think I should do for the Haley project, let me know. So let's get into the patterns. I will say there's not a lot of vintage. There are a lot of modern patterns because that's what was on sale at Joann. I caught the $199 McCall's, and then I caught the $199 Simplicity. And for most of their vintage reproductions, I have them already. And so I do have like a couple of true vintage that I've picked up recently, but I've just really tried to put myself on a freeze on buying these things. I will buy if there is a really, really good sale. But other than that, I'm not buying. We're running out of room in the sewing room, and I just really want to start using some of the stuff that's here because I feel like I can make the sewing room better if it wasn't just so much fabric and stuff everywhere. I just really want to be able to consolidate. I want to be able to use the closet that's over here that is currently filled with fabric and my makes and UFOs and that whole thing. So we're not really buying a lot. So probably won't see one of these haul videos for a while. I know I've said that before, but when the $199 sales happen, I will shop. But at this point, we're getting to where I almost have them all. So probably not a lot of these coming again. So let's get into the sewing patterns. Okay, so let's get into the sewing patterns because there are quite a few of them. Please keep in mind that if you see anything that you think would be good for the denim, for the sweater fabric, those two fall fabrics I showed you, or that you think would be good for the Haley Marie Vintage collaboration, please let me know. So let's get started. This very first one is Vogue V1901. And I thought this was just the cutest thing. I mean, I am so in love with this pattern. I love both views. I even love like how the shorts with the open top, I don't even know what you call it, but it is so, so, so cute. It says the fabrics that will work for this are poplin, Mikado, and Cara, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which I know what that is, but I hope I'm saying it right. I just think this is so cute. I love the fabric that is on here in the green. I don't know if that's like a taffeta, maybe. I don't know. If you do know, please feel free to share. But I'm really feeling that version with the open and the shorts. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about this, but I think it's the cutest. The next one is a true vintage one that I've picked up recently. It is Simplicity 4255, and it's for like cute capri pants with a wrap top. I haven't done, I don't think, any capri pants ever, which I actually like capri pants, especially when I have something to do for like at the kids' school or something like that, because I have a tattoo on my leg that I usually like to cover because at this point it is like 15 years old and it definitely looks like it. So I do like tattoos when they're really artistic and look really good, and mine are just old and they don't. Another story. We won't talk about that today. But yes, I haven't done any capri pants, but I think this is just the cutest outfit. And I really like the collar, even though I avoid those a lot because I struggle with them sometimes. But when they come out right, they come out right. This is a little bit smaller than my measurements, but we are learning to adjust in the sewing room. The next is another true vintage. It is Simplicity A392, and it is for a wedding gown. I know it is weird that I keep buying these wedding gowns, but I think it's from the 70s, and so it's just really like an empire waist dress, and in the right fabric, it's just gonna look like a cottagecore gorgeous dress. This just came not it too long ago, but it would have been so awesome for my picnic, even with the train like dragging. We did family photos, and so I think it would have been super cute, but I had just got this one. The next one is a vintage reproduction, which from Simplicity, they're running out of these that I don't have, but I didn't have this one. It is very similar to most 1950s vintage patterns with a full skirt, but I really, really, really like the straps on this. And so this is a strong contender for the Haley Marie Vintage collab, as I know it would need too much and I could get it done on time. The next one is a Simplicity 4270. It is a vintage reproduction, also for a wedding gown. But if you look here at View E, like I said, these in the right fabric look more like can look more like any summer dress or an evening gown. It doesn't have to be like lace and weddingy or whatever. So I enjoy buying these patterns just because they fit that whole cottagecore aesthetic. And this is a 1930s retro reprint. The next couple are for some coats. Angela Clayton always does coat miss, and so would not mind giving that a try this year. So the first one is the Simplicity 1254. It's Leanne Marshall is the designer, and it's just the cutest little coat with a hood, and it looks like something I could possibly pull off. And so I like this very, very, very much and hope to make it at some point. I have another coat pattern. It is McCall's M7848. I really, really, really like version D because I like the idea of having a longer coat. Let me know which version you like. Even see, like, with those fur cuffs. Of course, we would do faux fur, but I think this is a really cute pattern. If you had any experience with this or would like to see me make it, let me know which version. Next, we have Simplicity 1183, and it's for some corsets, which I tried to make a corset before, and I did a video on it. It was so tough for me that it was one of my very, very first videos. I used a curse word in that video, and so I ended up deleting it. So yeah, it's gone. But I would like to give this one a try just to use it like as a foundation to do something over top of it. I seen a video where that's what they did. They made like the corset and then did the draping and stuff over top of it. I would love to give that a try at some point, but this one has a few different versions. So it has a front bust closure or back lacing, under bust stay, 1/4 inch steel boning. So I hadn't seen this pattern before. If you've used this or have any experience or know of what alterations would need to be made, please let me know. It does include separate patterns from all the way up into a double D cup. So that makes me happy knowing that I wouldn't need to do a full bust adjustment. So any info on that pattern, let me know. Next is McCall's M7876. And it is just like this slouchy suit sort of deal. A cropped version of the pants and then a full length and the jacket. And so as I'm doing more of the work with the charity, I'm definitely going to need more pieces like this in my wardrobe. And so I think I would love to give this a try. I would just need the right fabric. Not sure what that would be, but I think I'll know it when I see it. So let me know if you know anything about this pattern as well. And then we have a threads one from Simplicity, which I had never seen one of these before. It's 3845, and it is the same sort of deal of like separates for suits or work clothes, basically. There's pants and then cropped pants, shorts, I guess you call that, a skirt and a jacket. And so I really, really, really like this pattern. Would love to give it a try. It says step by step to sewing success. So possibly there's really good instructions in there. Don't know, but hopefully we will find out. At this point, I'm getting so many sewing patterns. I don't think I could use them all in a lifetime, but as I'm learning more what I like and what I'm comfortable sewing, I'm able to choose from my stash better, and I'll end up giving a lot of this stuff away over the years and putting some of it away in hopes that maybe Major might want to use it one day. We shall see, or maybe Major's daughter, God willing. So I'm trying to take care of them and put them up. As you've seen in the video where I sorted through all of the true vintage patterns. If you haven't seen that, I will link it. But I went through the process of like storing those and preserving those, putting those away. So next is McCall's M8148. It is a modern pattern. It is for shorts and pants. And so, like I said, I don't do many pants. It's usually always dresses, and so I would love to give this a try at some point. They don't give denim is one of the suggested fabrics. Corduroy wool blends, so maybe even some like winter or fall shorts could be made out of this. We shall see. The next couple are some skirt patterns. But more of modern skirts. I'm always doing the big full skirts, and please don't think a lot is going to change on this channel. We are still focusing on the vintage, but I do want to to pivot sometimes and do different things. And these, like I said, when they're $1.99, I'm just happy to have them. I never know if a friend might want me to make them something or major or whatever. So we are still vintage focused on this channel, but we do want to try other things. And so this is McCall's R11543, and it is for a draped skirt. I really just thought it was cute. Might end up just saving this for the summer and using it like as a cover up to go over a swimsuit. Got a sexy little slit, and I really like that. The next one is McCall's M8004, and it is just a pencil skirt, which I really do like. The next one is McCall's M8005, and it is for skirts as well, but it's panel skirts, which I really, really like. And this could even be an option for the denim. This could definitely be an option. I don't see a waistband on this kind of skirt, and I've never made a skirt without a waistband, so don't know the deal with that, but we picked it up. It was $1.99. And the next two are Mimi G patterns, which I really don't think that I have any. So I got R11373, a Mimi G pattern, because it was for stretched knits. And I thought this could be an option for that sweater material, because the boots that I have that match it are like kind of sexy. And I thought that this would really be cute with that like side cutout. And so this is an option for the sweater knit. Let me know what you think. The last Mimi G one I got is the Simplicity S9142, and it is for a jumpsuit with like a wide leg pant, but it has this pleat here. I think that could be flattering. I like the one shoulder because I can use it to cover up the tattoo on my arm. So I do really like one shoulders or puffy shoulders or sleeves that hit right about here. And so this could be an option. I'm a shorter girl, so I've never really got into like a wide leg pant, but it is something that I want to give a try. Like I said, I want to keep trying new things. I want to keep pushing myself, even if they don't always go well. If it's a disaster, I learn from every experience, and I mean, that's just what sewing is, right? So next is McCall's M7775. It is for a really simple dress, but I really liked the wrap detail at the neck. And so, you know, $1.99. How could you not? And then this is one of the newer McCall's, R11545. Really sexy option. Like I said, I'm into the one sleeve. This calls for stretch knits as well. I'm not sure if the sweater material will work for that. Let me know what you think. But that could be super cute as well. Another one is one of the new McCall's M8329. It's for a swimsuit, which I have never made. Hopefully there's vacations happening for my family this year, and I will need this sewing pattern. We shall see. The next one is McCall's M7719. It is an older pattern, but I like the fact that you can create your own look and mix and match different bodices and two different skirt bottoms to come up with some different combinations. So that is M7719. The next one is a new look. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, because I'm not sure when I picked it up, but it's N6722, and it is for a wrap skirt and a little crop top. And in my last sewing haul video where I picked up my first like fall fabrics, I thought that would be cute with this, or maybe even this for the Haley Marie project. But I don't know, I'm kind of leaning more towards a vintage reproduction or a true vintage, because Haley is a vintage girl. You'll like never see her sew a modern pattern, and so kind of leaning towards that. But this was just cute. Not sure if it was in the last video or not, because I wasn't sure when I got it. Next is McCall's M8142. It's for some evening gowns. They just give me all of the New Year's Eve vibes, especially A with that ruching. And I also like the sleeves on view A. So maybe that's a New Year's thing. I don't know. It depends on what our plans are for this year, if we're going to leave the house or not. The next one is McCall's M7952. I had always just really liked this pattern, and then it was $1.99. I actually prefer view C with the fuller skirt, but I like the stripe situation. I like view B. Denims are an option, so Very, very cute pattern. Another one of the newer ones is McCall's M8322. It's just for a really fun sundress. I've seen a tutorial on this already actually, and it seems just a bit time consuming with all of the layers. So don't know if we'll get to this one anytime soon, but it was nice to get it for $1.99. Then I have McCall's M8255, which is just simple blouses, but I really, really like view A. And then I like the fact that you can add the sleeves, view D. And I just think it's just really, really cute. So really cute. And then you have the short sleeve for view B. So I thought that this was just an important one to have just to do some blouses, especially if I do some skirts. The next one is McCall's M8100. This is an older pattern. One of my very first videos, I used this pattern, but I did a PDF version and I didn't like having the PDF version. And so I went on ahead and just picked it up, and I did it for my Christmas pajamas. Did the crop top and everything. I will link that video if you want to see it. I don't know how good it is, but I do remember liking the pattern. I do remember that I cut it a little big. So I'll probably have to go back and watch that video and see what size I cut. But yeah, this was really cute. The last couple are for Major, and one is for Major and me. So this is Simplicity 8146, and it's for some cute little sundresses. So there's mom's version as well as baby's version as well as doll's version. I had bought some supposedly mommy and me patterns before that were just either the mom pattern was in there or the kid pattern was in there, and you were supposed to buy both. And so I liked this one because it had all of the pattern pieces in there. And then I bought Simplicity 1453 for little girls. I like the variation that there is so many pieces here. The tops, the shorts, the pants, the dress. And I think it could be just like a cute little wardrobe maker for Major for next summer. So maybe that will be something we do in the spring where we just make her whole wardrobe in a video. And that would be so cute. The very last one is Simplicity 8851, and it's just for some simple dresses for Major. I really do want to get more into making things for her that she can wear and then we can put away for later. Like I always say, hopefully for her daughter, or hopefully for maybe my next daughter. Not expecting yet, but we are thinking about it very strongly, and so very exciting times happening. So I do want to start making more things that can have history attached to them. So that is it. I thank you guys for being here. As always, I ask, give this video a thumbs up, give it a comment, give it a share. It helps out the algorithm, even though I hate saying that word. If the videos are given thumbs up, shares, interactions. So interact with me in the comments. You guys know I respond to everything. Let me know what you think I should be doing for the collaboration with Haley. If you have to, if you really, really are a true friend, go back, watch my video where I sort through my vintage patterns and let me know if you think one would be good for the fabric. Let me show you one more time. So this is the fabric I have to use for the collaboration with Haley Marie Vintage. So like I said, if you want to be a real friend, and go back through that video and let me know in the comments what pattern you think I should use to collab with Haley, because I do think it should be either a true vintage or a vintage reproduction. As much as I like the true vintage for myself, I do like doing videos of the vintage reproductions, especially the ones that you guys can have access to in case you want to sew it. There's a little bit of instruction, or you can just watch me like make super mistakes and then you don't make them or whatever. So those things. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for sticking with me. This has been a blast. It is far from over. I'm very excited. We're at, I think, 5,500 subscribers. I remember when I just wanted to get to 1,000 and be in the YouTube partner program. And then I remembered when I was excited to get to 5,000. And so now our goal is we are reaching for 10,000 by my birthday next year. So keep commenting, keep sharing, keep watching, keep following, keep suggesting, keep offering me your tips and your tricks and your commentary. If you don't know by now, I am not sensitive. I welcome all of the feedback, all of the lessons that you share that you have learned, all of the things. Appreciate you so much. There will be lots of content coming soon, and I will definitely see you in the next one that is soon and sure to come.